Good morning, friends. In the previous classes of Python, we have completed 2 modules and even we have conducted a hands-on session with respect to 2 modules. Now I will be continuing with the 3rd module. When you are going through this video, I request you to please take the textbook. Here, because of lack of less resources, I will not be able to do the hands-on session, but I will be showing the code on the textbook. So let's start with the list, which is the 3rd module. So lists are just similar to arrays in C language. The difference is in the C language, arrays are collection of similar data items, where the lists are collection of similar and dissimilar data items. It is a collection of heterogeneous data items. Similarly, arrays are used to initialize with respect to square brackets. Here also lists are initialized with the square brackets. Strings, we are using a single quote separated by a comma. For integer, we are not using single quote, just they are separated by the comma. Even we can initialize a list inside the list here. So here some examples are given in the textbook, that is chapter 8 list, page number 89. You can see the first list is the collection of integers 10, 20, 30, 40. The next one is with the collection of strings is given. Next you can see the third one, which is the collection of string as well as integer, plus one more list is given. You can see the third one here. Now next one, here again the things are given with respect to cheeses, numbers. Even the list is collection of 0 or more data items, so that's why the list can also be empty. So here he has initialized 3 lists, that is cheeses, which is the collection of cheddar, Edam and Gouda, which are all strings, and numbers 17 and 123, and one more empty list is initialized. So he is giving print enclosed within a pair of braces, cheese, numbers and empty. So all the outputs are printed, including the empty string also. Here the lists are not separated by the comma. You can notice it and you can check on hands-on session. So next thing, here lists are mutable, whereas the strings are immutable, where the lists are mutable. You can change them. Even the list indices can also be an integer, or it might be a collection of expression or a mathematical expressions. Here one example is given where the list is containing 2 integers, that is 17 and 123, where its index of 1 is changed to 5 and he has made to print it. It is the output is 17,5. Means here the values of the lists can be changed. That's why we call it as lists are mutable. Then he has given that these list indices can be an integer and they can also be mathematical expressions. And if you try to print the list which are out of index, if there are 4 items, if you try to print the 5th one, it is going to give the error. Traversing a list, just is traversing a list or going through the list is just similar to a for loop. For I in the whatever the for Mahaling in the Mahalings of 10, print Mahaling, it is going to print the entire the collection. Here also for I in a range of 10, print I, it is going to print the numbers. Here we can use one more thing, that is the length. How many number of list elements are there, that can also be used. And sometimes for x in empty, means if the list is empty, we cannot traverse it. Yes. Then lot of list operations are also given, which are just similar to the maximum operations or built-in functions or the functions which we have learned. Here the 3 lists are given, which are the lists of integers a, b and c. A and B are two lists, which is A is containing 1, 2, 3, B is containing 4, 5, 6, C is given as A plus B, print C. So here plus is adding all the elements of A and B, printing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here you can see the list operations. Next thing, some more operations are there. There is a list which is consisting of 0 as an item multiplied by 4. You are going to get 4 zeros. And there is a list which is consists of 1, 2, 3 multiplied by 3, which is going to print 3 times 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So some interesting list operations are there. Then even the list examples are solved with a slices, where we have learned the string slices. Here one list is given, which is the collection of characters. Even characters are considered as a string and they are separated by single quotes and comma. We are given T equal to A, B, C, D, F, and he has tried to print T of 1 is to 3, 1 colon 3, that is starting from 1 you are including to not the third one, and it is printing B and C. So just colon 4 means it is printing 0, 1, 2, 3 index. I am telling you index of that particular index of the list starts from 0, and even just colon is given, all the elements of the list are going to print here. Then after list slices, list operations, list methods are given. Here some methods we are using. One list is given T equal to A, B, C, which are of characters separated by comma and they are included with the single quotes. T dot append D, we can add an element to the list which is appended at the end of the list. So you can see the list methods here, how the append operation is used. Similarly, here we are extending. T1 is one list which is consisting of A, B, C. T2 is another list which is consisting of D and E. T1 dot extend T2. So print T1. T1 is extended. There is no change in T2, but T1 is extended, and you should not use this one, that is T1 equal to T1 dot extend to, because it is going to take all the things and give it to the T1, which is another list. So here is T equal to one more list is there. You can just sort. Sort is returning none. You must be very careful. T equal to T dot sort should not be used. Just a T dot sort is a function which must be used. And if you are giving the elements of a list in a different orders or a jumbling order, it can be easily sorted here. So even we can add the items to the list. We can delete the elements. So here one more list is given A, B, C, X equal to T dot pop 1. 1 means it is an index, that element will be deleted. We can use pop method, we can use a delete method, we can use a remove method, and even we can give the slicing delete T1 of 1 colon 5, which is 1, 2, 3, 4 will be deleted. So here some examples are there, deleting the elements. You can go through this one. Next thing is lists and functions. So here some built-in functions are there. Numbers 3, 41, 12, 9, 74, 15. The name of the list is numbers, and some numbers are given. Print length of the numbers, which is printing the how many numbers are there. Then maximum of a number, minimum of a number, sum of a number. Even we can have the average of a number, which we have seen these examples in the hands-on session. He has given one small program here to find out the average of the list. One program is not using the list. It is just written in Python language, just how we are writing the C programming. Next one is he is using the list, where the list is adding the elements to the empty list. Here the most important thing is append is a function which we are using. So it is using while loop. Always the condition is true, enter the number, if done is given, come out of a program, the value is converted to a floating type, then each and every value is added, and from that entire list it is divided by the length of that list. So here two programs are there. One is not using the list, another is using the list. Using the list, you have to create an empty list. Every element is added to that list. Then finally it is summed and it is divided. And he is using some built-in functions like append, sum of the num list, then length of the num list. Now lists and strings, which is the another topic here. Here one small string is given, s equal to s spam, t equal to list s, print t. Then he is converting that entire string into a list, and that string is converted to a list as a characters. Spam, he has given it. You can go through that one. Even when you are giving the line as a string, if you are using that s dot split as a built-in function, it is stripped as a words. You can see these two things here. You can easily identify, which are very easy concepts. Lists and strings, which are splitting the string as the characters. Line of a is converted to the words. And another interesting is here, one string is given, that is spam, and the delimiter is a hyphen. S dot split delimiter, you can add this one, and it is going to remove the delimiter, and it is going to form the list with the spam itself. Very interesting. We are not having this type of functions in the C language. Then even here t equal to pinning for the f jots, one more list is given. Delimiter is equal to empty, that is a space is given here, and a space he is using delimiter join of a t. All the strings are joined, so which is that delimiter is a empty one. Very interesting thing one you can notice here. Then parsing the lines. Here we are given the same thing, which is the mail conversion between from and to. He is writing the he has taken the program, and he is using some built-in function, that is file handle. Open that file, that for every line in the file handle, strip it. Then if not, line starts with from, continue, words equal to line dot split, print words of, means is using all these functions. And with respect to that letter, if the line is starting, if the line is not starting with the from, leave it. If it is starting with the from, you do all these things, that is splitting and print words of 2. The maybe 0 and 1 is trying to print it, and it is written. Parsing the lines, or accessing through the program and doing our work. Next one is objects and values. So here this is another topic we are learning, objects and classes. Here has given that is with respect to a and banana. If they are referring to a banana, variables and objects here. You might notice here, first what he has done, a and b are both referring to a different string, and a and b are referring to the same string. So if they are referring to the same string, a is, b is true. If they are referring to a different string, they are false, even though the character or the string might be same here. You can see here, if a and b are two different objects, if they are referring to a different list, here a and b, you can see the items of the list are same. A 1 2 3, b is 1 2 3, a is, b is false, because if they are referring to the different list, if they are referring to the same list, then only the answer will be true. So some interesting points are there. Two lists are equivalent because they have the same elements but not identical. Same elements are there but they're not the same list. So with respect to objects and values, very interesting here. Aliasing. What is aliasing? Providing another name. That is, you have given one list, that is A equal to 1, 2, 3, B equal to A, B is A. Means he has given B list, same items that of A, that is true answer he has given. He has again made the mutable, that is B of 0 equal to 17. It was consisting 1, now it is changed to 17. List arguments, which are very important here. Some arguments are passed to the list. One function is written here, delete underscore head of a t, delete t of 0. So the some list is given, that is letters equal to A, B, C, delete of head letters, print letters. So that function delete of t of 0, the first item in that letters is deleted, index 0. That is, even another list is given with respect to appending. Then with respect to, here he is using the another function, so he is using slicing also here. And here one more function is written tail, so it is also here the three function. One is delete t of 0, then t1 dot append, delete head. All three different functions are written, one list is taken and they are executed here. Even the arguments can be passed here. So that is, you can notice here, delete underscore head letters is an argument, t2 equal to t1 dot append of 3 is an argument, bad underscore delete underscore head t, where t is the another argument passed here. So you can go through this one list as an arguments. If you do the hands-on session, you can be very confident in Python. Write a chunk of a program and you can change them little bit and you can do the execution. And every program, some links are given, you can execute. If they are not a program, you can work in the command prompt. Then debugging, with respect to debugging of the list, lot of some explanation is given, that is, which are told sort, which is not returning anything, it is just sorting the list. Then with respect to append, plus is used to concatenate, and you should not make some mistakes when the lists are square brackets, and when that is list is empty, they are using the braces. So when you are using list and braces, should not be confused. Then splitting, so line dot split, r dot split, whenever you want to overtake, you can use it. Lot of debugging options are given, and if you are well versed with the conversion of the mailbox, you can easily write the programs using the lot of built-in functions like split, where to use r strip, where to use the slicing, all the combinations can be used. So this is the little bit information about the list which I have given. Even I have sent you the notes, you refer the notes, lot of different programs are there, you do the hands-on session. Even you can go through the Google search, lot of examples, hands-on session are there in the Google search. Thank you. Today we are discussed with the list. In the next classes we will be working with the dictionaries. Succeedingly we will be converting the tuples as well as regular expression. Okay, thank you very much. If you have any queries, feel free to me WhatsApp, or you can call me. Okay, thank you.